how do you put the bottom on the boat if you don't have a whole bunch of clamps? Like if you don't have a rack full of clamps like this, how do you get that bottom on the boat frame all the way down? And so we're gonna show you how you can glue a bottom on your Nasboat boat without using any clamps. So this is just a regular old skid that we had laying around. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these boards out right here so that we can lay a boat in each side and do bottoms on 2 boats, 1, 2, at one time. So make some cuts here. All right, so we've got our skid here where I cut the boards out, and you can see I've got the boat frames. I've got the boat frames laying in here, and Landon is adding these boards across here on these runners for strength, and I'll show you why. Go ahead, man. So once we put the bottoms on, then we will lay these boards across the top, and this is how we do it without clamps. We'll put a screw here, here, and here, and that will draw the bottom down to the boat frame. Isn't that cool? Mm-hmm. All right, we'll get this finished getting this built, and then we'll show you how we do it. Okay, so I'm spreading the Gorilla Glue here onto the boat frame, and you can see I'm just putting on plenty, and when I get done going around the boat, I'm actually gonna take my finger like this and make sure I've got it spread all the way around so that there's no spots that we miss like this. And we're gonna do both boats at once here when we glue these up, so this is gonna be cool. No clamps and 2 boats at once. This is pretty slick, and you can make all this out of a free skid to put your boat together. Okay, so Landon and I got the glue, the Gorilla Glue all spread on here, and now we've got these bottoms pre-cut, and we're gonna show you how we put them on there. So Landon, make it square and flush there at the back. We'll just kind of let the front end float here. And we're gonna go square and flush on this one too. Brody's doing the filming. Good job, Brody. All right, so then what we're gonna do, we're gonna scoot these up kind of in the skid like this. And then we've got these strips made that we're gonna run across the back here. And we're gonna use these to clamp our boats tight. And you always wanna start at the back. Come around here, Brody, and let's show them the back, how we're making this nice and flush and square here on the back. So our plywood is cut square, and so we're gonna use that to true up the boat. So this one, first time having an official jig to do it. We've done them this way previously, but haven't actually made up the whole rigmarole. Look at that. See how it draws it down and squeezes the glue out? And we're gonna do it over here too. Okay, so what we wanna do here is just work our way down and make everything nice and flush as we go. So Landon, reach over and pull that boat haul over. All right, so we've got these clamps running across the back that are holding the square flat part of the hull down. And we're gonna show you how we do this curve, how we did it on this one here. So what we can do is we can just pull this down now and put some screws in it to hold it till the Gorilla Glue dries. So let's pull that down, and Landon's gonna help me to make it flush. Good on your side, Landon? Okay, and these screws, whoa, don't drop them. These screws can come out. If you want to paint your boat, it'd be easy to take these screws back out and fill the hole once the glue dries. They're just kind of there to serve as a clamp until things are dry. So what's nice about doing this skid and these little slats is you can look inside and make sure that it's tight down everywhere, that you got good glue squeeze out. Like right there, I might tighten this clamp up a little bit, because you don't want to have any gaps. That's where you'll have a leak in your boat. Like that, I'm gonna maybe just throw a shim in there to line that up a little better. But yeah, you can kind of see here how we're getting Gorilla Glue squeezing out and starting to foam up here on this first one we did. Pretty cool. Okay, I know that looks like a little bit of a mess, but we stuck like some shims in here just to get our sides shimmed up how it needs to be, but that's how you can clamp them with no clamps. I have before just used a ton of pipe clamps, but it takes like at least that many just to do one boat. So you can do a boat like that with nothing but some scrap wood and some drywall screws. Over here's another one, another set that we did earlier that we didn't film. We stuck a couple clamps here on the back, and then just homemade, used some shipping blocks and screwed them down. And I think what I'm gonna do is just save this skid right here. Whoa, dude, are you hanging out? So I'm gonna save this skid and then we can just use it for multiple boats. We got 2 more to go right here. Do those in the morning. See ya.